All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are talking Los Angeles Chargers rookie right tackle Joe Alt and his performance against the Carolina Panthers. I tell you what, Alt has definitely added a big-time dimension to this Chargers offense, and LA fans, you guys should be excited. And we've got a great set of cut-ups here to highlight everything Alt brings. As always, if you appreciate this content, give us a like, give us any comments with any feedback you might have. But without further ado, let's jump right into the film. All right, we're going to open up with a passing play, and there's Alt right there at right tackle for the Chargers, of course. And here the Chargers are going to slide their protection up front, one gap to the offense's right. The center is going to take the A gap to his right. This guard's going to take the A gap right there, and Alt's going to take, the B gap right there for the guard, and Alt's going to come over here and take the C gap. Now, you can see that the Carolina Panthers have this linebacker walked up here, this defensive tackle in a two-eye technique on the inside eye of the guard right there. We've got kind of a wide 5, wide 7-ish technique here on the backside. So basically the slide protection becomes one-on-one right here, Alt on that wide 7, one-on-one right here, that guard on that walk-up linebacker, and the center one-on-one right here. And then we get one-on-one, true one-on-one here on the backside. Again, I want you guys to watch Joe Alt right here at right tackle in this one-on-one matchup. Does a phenomenal job, allows Justin Herbert to operate effectively. Let's check it out. All right, there's the snap. You can see everyone up front essentially is dealing with one-on-one opportunities. The guard taking the B gap, picking up number 47. The center taking the A gap to his right. He essentially picks up 99 one-on-one. You can see the left guard right here. He's looking at a one-on-one matchup with 94. We can see the tight end helping on 52 right there. Rashawn Slater, left tackle. He's looking like he may be picking up 94 if he comes to him. Otherwise, he's going to help on 52. But again, we got one-on-one here on the right side of the Chargers offense. Joe Alt against number 7. Let's watch Joe Alt's kick slide. That's solid right there. Good patience. 7 goes in for a bull rush. Alt stops it right there, but you can notice right there, 7's taking Alt's helmet off right there. A lot of times you're thinking, crap, this play's dead. But Alt keeps working. Alt keeps grinding. Does a great job protection, even with his helmet off. I mean, this is awesome right here. He stomps the bull rush, turns and pushes the defensive end upfield. This is great protection, even if he had his helmet on. The fact that he was able to execute like this with his helmet off, drawing the penalty, this is great stuff here from the rookie. This is the mentality you want from an offensive lineman protecting number 10. This is why the Chargers got him. He continues to get better and better for LA.
Yeah, Nick, and you bring up Alt getting better and better, and we've done a lot of these film reviews, and very rarely do we see a guy perform well in the preseason, which Alt did. 66.3 grade in his first game, 70 grade in his second game. But then we come to his regular season games. We very rarely see an improvement this big in the regular season. For this game against the Carolina Panthers, Alt grades out an 87.2 overall PFF grade. That's an absolutely staggering grade for him. This is some, all pro type of stuff for Joe Alt in this performance. Really great job by the young rookie.
All right, sticking with some pass pro, there is Alt right there, of course, at right tackle for the Los Angeles Chargers. Here you can see the Carolina Panthers have walked up number 47. It's the opposite of the first play. He's on the offensive left now, the right side of your screen. And of course, the Chargers are going to maintain that same strategy. They're going to have the center slide and take that gap. Left guard take this gap, which essentially means he's one-on-one on number 47. Left tackle is going to act and basically handle 52 by himself. Then we're going to get true one-on-one here on the backside. And here what the Carolina Panthers are trying to do is they're trying to essentially isolate Joe Alt, right? They have all these guys walked up here to occupy these offensive linemen. So that way these guys are all one-on-one. And then they're going to run a stunt. They're going to have number 99 flash vertical and try and pick off Joe Alt and then have number 40 wrap around. The whole point here is to try and confuse the rookie Joe Alt, see if they can get one of these guys to bust through, see if they can blow up the protection in this matchup. Joe Alt does a great job. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see the left side of the Chargers offensive line working the gap to their left right there. Center is going to pick up 94, left guard 47, Rashawn Slater 52, leaving one-on-one matchups right there on the backside on the right side of the Chargers offense. Again, Joe Alt, nice kick slide, being patient. I tell you what, I feel like he almost knows the stunt's coming. Look at his head. See how he's eyeing number 99? He probably noticed how wide he is off of the guard and is like, listen, if this guy really wanted to go one-on-one through the guard, why would he be this wide? And right at the snap, you see how he sticks his hand out right there? He's expecting 99 to come to him. He knows it's coming. He's patient, and right there picks him up, allows the right guard to pick up the edge rusher, no problem. Herbert delivers a great throw to McConkey. McConkey does a really athletic play. First down, Chargers. Again, this is how it's going to work for LA going forward. Quality offensive line play now for the Los Angeles Chargers. Playmakers like McConkey in the fold. And I tell you what, this is going to get you LA fans really excited because if you can blow up defenses like this, there's no one that can stop you, right? Again, obviously the Panthers, not a good football team, but this strategy is what a lot of teams are going to try to use to confuse Joe Alt. The fact that he knew the stunt was coming right there, ready for it, picks it up, means his future is really bright in this Chargers offense. Again, from the wide copy, you can see Joe Alt right there at right tackle. Watch right there. He's already waiting for 99 to come to him, and then he picks him up comfortably and easily. Again, great technique, great base, great hands. Right guard's in a great position to pick up 40. Great protection up front for the Los Angeles Chargers. When's the last time you said this for a whole game? This is what Harbaugh's goal was, to win up front in the running game with great protection too. Nice job by Joe Alt here. All right, going with the running game now, and there's Joe Alt right there at right tackle for the Los Angeles Chargers. We can see the fullback right here. He's in motion. He's going to lead the way right here. What's going to be a standard inside zone kind of concept. We've got everyone taking inside zone tracks up front here for the Chargers offensive line, trying to get people cut off. You've got Joe Alt. His job is to get number 91 cut off and sealed right there. Again, the whole point of this zone scheme is to take all these guys here and get movement this direction, then get a seal on the backside, and then have the running back cut behind it. Now, an interesting thing happens here. The Carolina Panthers guess right. They have their defensive line, these three guys inside right here, slant to the field, right? The field is this direction because the sideline is this direction. So they're slanting to the field. So all these guys in the interior are working this way, which is exactly, of course, the direction the run is going to go. That makes it really hard because basically at this point, the seal is blown up, right? You can't seal this guy off if he's flying this way. The one thing you can do if you're Joe Alt, though, is you get on him, get movement, and force him this way, and basically allow the running back to cut behind you. Alt does a great job. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see up front the Carolina Panthers slanting to the field, to the right side of your screen, the offensive left. You can see everyone up front from the Chargers taking that zone path right there to the offensive left. Everyone trying to get reaches on blocks on people. Everyone trying to get movement at the point of attack. And right here, there just isn't a lot they can go, right? The Chargers slanted and moved in the direction of the inside zone. Let's watch on the backside. Let's watch Joel right here. Watch him just sprint down the line of scrimmage, then get on number 91, square him up, and keep working, keep working. There's the seal. There's the cutback. There's the opportunity. Now, the one thing that could have made this a little bit better of a play is if either the guard or the center here at the very last second gets off on number 54 right there. But I tell you what, it's still a productive run. And this is how you can win up front, because sometimes the defense guesses right? The Carolina Panthers guess right. They got all the bodies they need in the right hole, and you've got number 54 unblocked. But when you get backside cutoff blocks like this, you still can open up opportunities for your running back. Still a positive run. Great job by Joe Alt here.
Yeah, Nick, and I think this is really special by Alt because Joe Alt coming into the league, known quantity, great pass blocker. Pretty good at everything, if we're being honest, but he was really a great pass blocker, right on the high 90s of the last couple of years at his time at Notre Dame. So we see him coming to the league. We see in the preseason, highest grade of the preseason, 80.7 pass blocking grade. Still known great pass blocker, Joe Alt. But we see this game by him. 87.8 run blocking game. This was the first time I think he really jumped off the paper in the run blocking department, doing a really great job. And we see that exactly right here. Him doing some really impressive blocking in the run game.
All right, sticking with the running game, it is third and short. Line to gain is right there for the Los Angeles Chargers. And you'll notice something up front, guys. You've got the right tackle, Joe Alt. He's not lined up over here. That's a tight end. Alt is actually lined up right over here in the left tackle spot. You've got Slater lined up at the tight end position. And this would be what we called heavy left, where I played college football. The goal is, again, to get a lot of big bodies on one side of the defense right here and just try and overload them and get a great push at the point of attack. And that's exactly what the Chargers are going to do here. Again, it's third and yard. They're just trying to get here. We're basically going to get down blocks here. Everyone across the board right here, working up just like this. The goal is to get a push. The goal is to get movement to get this first down. Let's watch Joe Alt here clear the way for the running back for a big time conversion. Motion. There's a snap right there. You can see the down blocks across the board. Now, right here, Rashawn Slater, he goes to 54. I don't know if he's supposed to go up to 47 because you see the tight end coming in motion right there. He kind of goes outside, and no one picks up 47 right here. I think that's kind of weird. I think Slater's probably in the right. I think one of these guys has to wrap up inside because it's clearly an inside run here. But, folks, let's watch Rashawn Slater. He's working down right here. He knows he's got to get movement and seal right here. Watch the punch he delivers on this defensive lineman right here, because you can see his left guard. His left guard falls to the ground, right? He's done. Plays over. So the block 100% on Joel right here at the point of attack. What does he do? Blow him out of the way. Look at that movement. Short yardage, right? You talk about creating hole. Again, offensive guard falls down. No one picks up 47. That means it's all on Joe Alt here. We see a lot of times, we see it every Sunday, plays like this happen. Offense gets blown up, they don't convert. But when you got a guy like Alt getting body on body right there and moving this guy 2-3 yards off the line of scrimmage on a short yardage play, again, this defensive tackle's job right here, his mortgage depends on not getting blown off the field. I tell you what, right here, he ain't making rent like this because this is embarrassing here. Joe Alt with a nice block at the point of attack. Let's look at it from the wide copy. Again, watch where the contact is made right at the line of scrimmage, one-on-one. You can see the guard falling down. Again, but he walks him back, keeps working, pushes him back about 3 yards. Again, this is third and about a yard, right? This is where the line the Chargers need to get to, the 45-yard line. And right here, Joe Alt, just by his movement alone, if the running back had literally just fallen into Joe Alt and fallen straight down, it would have been a first down. When you get movement right here at the point of attack, it solves a lot of problems. If no one picks up 47, hey, that's fine. If your guard falls down, hey, that's fine. This is what having a first-round star like Joe Alt brings to the offense. It makes the room for error a lot smaller, which will be big for the Chargers going forward. All right, sticking with the running game, there is Joe Alt right there, of course, at right tackle for the Chargers. This is really a downhill concept that I really like to see. We're going to get out block right there from the left tackle. We're going to get the left guard out blocking. I'm going to call my wide 3 technique number 94. We're going to get double teams right here working up to this linebacker. We're going to get base blocks. We're going to get base blocks, and we're going to have this fullback insert right here for number 47. And again, right here, this running back, he's going to take a path right up this hash and just come off this block wherever he can. Most likely the way this play starts is this running back starts this path. This gets movement here. Fullback inserts here. You get movement here, and the running back cuts behind just like that. That's how the play traditionally is designed. Again, it's not blocked up really great. I think the fullback goes to the wrong guy, but Joe Alt once again gets great movement, allows the run to be productive anyway. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see the double team between the center and the right guard. You can see the left guard blocking out number 94. You can see left tackle Rashawn Slater blocking out against number 52. You can see the fullback inserting right there. And I don't know exactly where he goes. You get 2 guys on 1 right here. That's not by design. I think he's supposed to insert and get 47. That's traditionally how it's done, because the whole point here, right, is to essentially have the running back start this path, get some guys flowing this way, and then have the fullback get to 47, and then have the running back cut right behind you. So I think the fullback right here screwed this up. But again, let's watch Joe Alt here. He wants to get movement and also kind of work to the inside, right, of number 93. And that's exactly what he does. Walks him back, keeps working inside. Right here, he squares them up. Here, the running back is forced to cut back wider than he wanted to because, again, 47's right there. There's the hole. 93 ends up coming off and being part of the play. But again, the movement Joe Alt gets at the point of attack. Look where the ball is snapped, right around the 40-yard line. Look where Alt walks him back to right here. By the time he separates and gets off of him, he's about what, the 44? 4 yards of movement at the point of attack. That is elite level stuff. Let's compare that to the rest of the offensive line. Let's see. Slater's blocking out. I'm not going to hold that against him, but the rest of these 3 guys right here, they're what, 42-yard line, 41-yard line. Not a lot of movement at the point of attack. Joe Alt is getting a lot of movement, and it's a big reason for their running success. All right, going the other way now, there's Joe Alt right there, of course, at right tackle for the Chargers. This is one of the more interesting plays I saw all game long for Los Angeles. It's going to be a standard inside zone run blocking scheme here to the offensive left. We're going to get everyone taking zone blocking tracks, zone double team right there. He's looking to take him over right there. He's looking to take him over right there, potentially work up to the next level. Right guard's working this direction to try and cut him off. And then Joe Alt's going to work this way to try and cut off the backside. But this is where the Chargers mix it up. This is a traditional scheme. Here on the backside, they try to do things actually a little bit different. They keep the same zone blocking scheme up front here on the play side. But what the Chargers do here is they actually have the right guard work out and have Joe Alt kind of like pull around and lead through this way to pick up the linebacker. This is one of the more interesting schemes I've ever seen a team do, right? This is something you only do if you think you got a special athlete. Like you really only see this like in like high school, like small town high school, when you're a terrible team with like 14 people, but you got one guy who's a superstar. Joe Alt shows off an incredible amount of athleticism here. He doesn't quite make the block, but I think it shows his future is really bright and this offense is going to get really unique. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see everyone up front taking their traditional zone blocking pass there to the offensive left. You can see on the backside, 79 normally works up to try and get to 47. He actually works out to the defensive tackle right there. And you can see Joe Alt essentially pull from the right tackle spot, work down, and not quite get to 47. Now, look, if I'm number 4, I don't want to be too critical of him. And Joe Alt doesn't get here perfectly, but, maybe try and cut back here. I think this is what the design is, right? You can see the center Like right there, again, it's hard because you have the center almost does too good here because he reaches this defensive tackle. I can see why 4 because he sees this hole right there. This is one of those situations where sometimes you almost block it too good on the play side. But I tell you what, going forward, there's going to be situations where linebackers are going to see this right guard work out and they're going to fill downhill, right? 47 or maybe a more veteran guy will fly right in this gap. Alt will pick him up, and then running back will be able to cut up, and there'll be nobody there. I think that's what the Chargers are going to set up. Now, you can only do that if you have a great athlete that you really trust. The Chargers obviously have that in Joe Alt, and I think that's why their offense is going to be really exciting going forward. All right, sticking with the run, there's Alt right there at right tackle for the Chargers. This is one of the weirder plays I saw all game long for the Chargers. I don't even know what the heck they're actually even trying to do here, to be totally honest. We got the left tackle working out, left guard working out. That's kind of standard stuff there. But everyone else is basically kind of taking a gap inside just like this. But how it basically works is everyone's taking a gap, but they're also kind of sealing, right? They want to make sure no one crosses their face. So this may be just how they coach it up. If it is, it's kind of an ingenious design. You don't see this a lot in the National Football League. But basically what Joe Alt's trying to do here is he's going to take this gap and make sure if 93 crosses his face, he'll pick him up. If 93 stays outside, he'll basically just keep walking up and working up to the linebacker. He basically becomes like a one-man wall. Joe Alt takes a step this way and then slowly works up right here, shielding off the entire side of the defense until he picks up the linebacker. Very wild play design. I tell you what, it works. It probably will cause a lot of confusion for opposing defenses. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see the backside, the center, left guard, left tackle, everyone working to their left. You can see the right guard, excuse me, take the gap to his left right there and then kind of slow down. See how he picks up 93 right there? 93 washes across his face, so he pulls him that way. Let's watch Joe Alt here. See how he takes his inside step and then stops? He then like seals the backside and then immediately gets his head up. I don't know if I've ever seen a scheme like this. I don't know exactly what they're calling here. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to work, but I tell you what, it's darn near effective. Right, they get 4 or 5 yards in the heart of the defense. Again, Carolina Panthers, they're slanting inside. They're bringing people off the edge. They got linebackers in the box. I mean, they are all out selling on the run, and the Chargers here in this situation are still able to get like 5.5, 6 yards out of it. And a big reason why, once again, is Joe Alt. Watch him take on number 7, crashing into him, stop his momentum, seal right there, somehow have the wherewithal to get his head up, and then just walk in front of the line of scrimmage and blow 54 out of the way. Again, this is the ability to have the understanding of what you're supposed to do here. I mean, this is so chaotic. I don't think people understand how crazy all these stunts are flying around with the great athletes on an NFL field. To have the presence of mind to turn and seal right there, and then to somehow have the athleticism and the recognition to go, okay, now I've got to work up to linebacker. That's elite level stuff. That's stuff you would see from like 10-year pros. Like Rashawn Slater can do stuff like that. For a rookie like Joe Alt to have this kind of mental agility, the ability to recognize and react is very impressive.
Yeah, Nick, and we talked about these Greg Roman offenses, really complicated schemes, a lot of weird blocking stuff, pulls, motions, all kinds of craziness. Like you said, absolute chaos. And what does the young rookie Joe Alt do? He plays very clean football through all of this. No penalties throughout this regular season for Joe Alt. Does a really good job, like you said, keeping that high IQ, knowing what's going on in the play, doing exactly what he has to do, not making any missteps. Because we all know one little misstep this run that was great for 4 yards comes back 5, 10 yards, really can hurt a team.
All right, let's end on my favorite pass protection play of the day for Joe Alt. There he is, of course, at right tackle. So Los Angeles Chargers in a passing situation here. They're bringing the wide receiver in motion across the formation. The Carolina Panthers are going to bring a pass rush off the edge. Justin Herbert sees it, so he slides the protection to the offensive left. So basically, everyone takes the gap to their left just like this. Everyone across the board takes this gap, and the running back comes down, and he's going to pick the edge rusher coming off the edge right there. Joe Alt, smart guy, understands that if a guy's coming off the edge, that means number 40 is probably not also going off the edge. He's probably going inside. They're not going to have 2 guys go to the same spot. So he understands 40's coming inside. He does a great job picking him up and absolutely dominates him. He's like a all world player in high school against a JV player. Impressive rep. Let's check it out. There's the motion. There's a snap. You can see 13 coming off the edge. You can see the Chargers. They slid their protection to the right side of the screen, the offensive left. Joe Alt, patient inside, scores up 40 right there. Great position. See how he keeps his inside foot up right there and then pounds it down the line of scrimmage? He turns his shoulders a little bit there. That's not ideal, but does a great job washing 40 down inside, closing it down, pushes them into the pile. Folks, let's watch number 40 right here. He's supposed to be a professional pass rusher. I mean, look at him. He started. Look where he started. right around right here, right around the 5 yard denominator right there. Where did he end up after 4 or 5 seconds of pass rush? About 2 yards back, right? That is embarrassing for a pass rusher. And that's all Joe Alt. Again, stop in the inside move, washing him inside, squaring him up, staying with them, fighting, keeping blocking, staying on it, allowing Justin Herbert to step up. Big completion to Quentin Johnston, who had a really nice game for the Los Angeles Chargers. He looks like a bounce back player. But I tell you what, folks, this protection up front. When's the last time you can remember earlier in his career, Justin Herbert having good protection when a team was trying to get after him? Look at this. No one's around him. Great job. He finally gets to step up there. Easy completion there. This is what the Chargers have been missing. This is why they drafted Joe Alt to win in the running game for sure. But elite protection at the right tackle position allows Herbert to escape, makes it easy for him. And because of that, it allows players like Quentin Johnson, people that was a bust. Everyone says Johnson's a bust. Suddenly he's making plays. Why? Because Herbert can escape. Herbert doesn't feel all the pressure on him because he's got great offensive line protection, because he's got a great rookie in Joe Alt stepping up so early in his career. This was an excellent and outstanding draft pick by the Los Angeles Chargers.